Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, we're going to talk about mono white spirits in the form of Oyobi, who split the heavens. Now, every time you play a spirit arcane spell, you're going to get a 3/3 white creature token, spirit creature token with flying into play that does not exist. Note that they do not make a 3/3 spirit creature token, or at least they didn't when this was made. There might be a supplementary one out there. I doubt it. But here again, that's just another argument for packs of tokens. Anyway, so what I tried to do was I tried to use as many spirit and arcane cards as I could. Now, the arcane is a very specific subset that only existed in 3 sets. The beloved Kamigawa block. Um, yeah, I don't know that we'll ever get that again. But anyway, let's start rolling. My only 3 enchantments are neither, but Honor the Pure, Glorious Anthem, and Armored Ascension are, as y'all have pretty much come to expect from me, staples in a mono white deck, especially one that rotates around creatures. Now, your creatures, all the creatures are spirits, and they essentially are buy one, get one free, because you play spirits, you get a 3/3 spirit, and with some of these anthems, you're going to pump it up. Anyway, Arcane, like I said, we don't have a whole lot of options here, so we're playing with some cards that may be a little subpar, but when you read them, you have to tack in and then put a 3/3 flyer on the board. So it's a disenchant. It costs 1 more. You gain some life. Yeah, that's, it's good utility. Tapping 3 creatures can be the best card and the worst card at this, in your hand. If they have 3 creatures that you just can't destroy, get past, whatever, you can tap them and alpha swing anyway. Or it could be just a dead card in your hand. Gleanfall is conditional as all get out because, we do run some enchantments. Hell, some of our creatures are enchantment creatures. So this is not just going to be one of those windmill slams that it's conditional. Yeah, you may or may not use it. Let's go to instance. Crib swap. Kind of a little cheaty face with the changeling here, I know, but it is decent removal that leaves you with a 3/3 spirit. Now, Brave the Elements. It's white. It's a white deck. Brave the Elements is a good solid card, as is the Fated Retribution. I'm sorry. I love the fact that this one specifically gets rid of walkers as well. Attracts the Super Friends is a thing that a lot of people are doing. Ether Shockwave. I love this one. Love this one. Tap all non-spirits. Where do I sign up? Pure Intentions. 100 Talon. Shining Shoal. We're playing with the Shining Shoal, folks. Quiet Purity. Otherworld Journey. Tarashi's Verdict. With power 3 or less, that's just, it's not that good. You might kill a token. I don't know. Spiritual Visit. Everybody's favorite, Holy Day. It's exactly Holy Day, only it's arcane and it poops out a 3/3 spirit. Blessed Breath. Now, Plow Through Risha, or I'm assuming I'm saying that correctly. I don't know. But the sweep mechanic, this one gives a creature +1, and this one gives your team +1. This is probably one of the greatest finisher cards in the deck, but late game, you play this Joker. It's an instant, so you can play it mid-combat. If they don't block, some of your 3/3 spirits, and you can just pick your board up and end the game. artifacts here. Well, obviously, you see our 7 casting cost general over here, so we're going to need some help in the form of the Cage Sun and the Mana Vault, of course. Now, Stoneforge Masterwork, since all of our creatures are spirits, and they do make spirits, and the spirit, so it seems like a really good thing for us to do, getting this tribal equipment. Hall of Triumph almost did not make the cut, I'll be honest with you. And I find a few more decent spirits and or arcane cards, and this might be the one to go. But long forgotten Gohi has to stay. I mean, I don't know what the hell a Gohi is. It's beyond my Tennessee education. Anyway, it makes your arcane spells cheaper, and your every creature you control essentially gets +1/+1. So this is not bad. This is a glorious anthem with an upside. So, and Konda's Banner, of course, you know, Oyobi's a white spirit, and all your dudes are white spirits. So, seems like a good thing. Now let's get to some creatures here. Custody Squire, Will of the Council. Now you get all of them with the most tied votes, so you can actually, well, no, because you have to vote first, and then it's possible to get 1 or 2 or more cards. Hikari, I love that line. Whenever you play Spirit or Arcane spell, I don't care what it is, I'm playing with it. Because it's just extra value. This is a 5-mana 4/4 flyer. You know, a lot of cards, that's just where it ends. But then it has this paragraph that is playable in this deck. Kiyomaro. And I'm still not happy with this here focus. Number of cards in your hand does not tend to really be a white thing. But here it is. So, the Nibelus, when it attacks, you can tap a dude. Ghost Warden. Ghost Warden's one of those cards that just absolutely wrecked me at the 10th edition sealed thing. Innocent Kami. 100 Talon. Now the Soul Shift thing is pretty neat too, simply because it does target spirits, so it's really good. Yamji. Now we don't have like a crazy amount of legendaries, but this works wonderfully with our general. You can just put it back in your hand, and you don't have to spend more for it. I mean, he's already 7 mana to begin with, so the last thing we need him to be is more expensive. Tallowisp. Kami. Horizon Seed. Whenever you play Spirit Arcane, you can regen a dude. Spirit Arcane. He gains flying. So he's probably going to fly on most turns. But the upside is he won't be flying on your opponent's turn. So for those green Hurricane players, it's kind of not bad. Dearly Departed. It is a 5/5 flyer. Its text box beyond that is blank because we don't have humans, but it's a 5/5 flyer. And yeah, it does cost 6 mana. This may be when I get a what is that chick from Saga? Or from Legacy, Ursa Block. Help me out, guys. She's a flyer, she's an angel spirit thing. She brings a dude back from the dead. She has echo. Anyway, once I get her, my mind just crapped out on me. But once I get her, that'll probably take this spot. Now, I had to go this route just because it's a dragon spirit, and it's, you know, I don't know. It's kind of weak, to be honest with you. But when you tack on, put a 3/3 into play, it's kind of not bad. Hollow Hinge. Vigilance, meh. Mirror Entity, another another page out of the cheat code book, because let's face it, this is one ballin' spirit. And he can make all your other spirits ridiculous, especially if you've got your Cage Sun out and you're, doubling mana and whatnot. Now, Eternal Dragon, rocking the board since it was printed. This is the first printing of it right here in Scourge. And I'm telling you, it just, man. The Ghost Blade. It'd be really sweet to give him a general double strike. And since it is a spirit, and the bestow says cast, you still get the 3/3 trigger off of casting this for its bestow cost. So, and this, Elion, is hopeful. Lifelink 1/1, hey, why not? Now, odds are we are just going to sit back and, I mean, you don't, a lot of these cards you don't want to play until you get your general out. So I am a little heavier than normal, man. I think I'm at 38 because, let's face it, 7 mana. Oh my gosh. Spirit of the Hearth. I don't know why I was so floored when I realized this was a spirit. I mean, it's in the damn name. But I love the ability. Blinking Spirit is outstanding. Oh my god. Blinking Spirit showed up in Ice Age, and this is the 5th edition reprint. No, that's not a glare. That's actually in the art. 4 mana. Essentially what this is a 4 mana sorcery with buyback that creates a 3/3 spirit creature. Because you're going to spend 4 mana, you're going to put it into play, you're going to trigger Oyobi, you're going to put the Blinking Spirit back in your hand, and rinse and repeat. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Now, this one actually kind of got me too. The Phantom General, it just, everything about this fits the deck. It's a spirit. It helps tokens, which is what you're going to be making. Hell, you're going to make a token when casting this guy. So when you cast this guy, you're going to get a 4/4. Because the 3 plus his ability. So, I mean, essentially this is 4 mana for 6 power worth of dude. So, Honor Dead. It's pretty good. It's got a big butt, so it can, speaking of big butts, I like this, and I cannot lie. Wall of Reverence, I'm telling you. This card is amazing. It's a spirit wall, so he's going to make it cheaper. You're going to get a 3/3 out of the deal, and you're going to gain, probably 6 life a turn, at least. Windborn Muse. I'm going to put this under cards I didn't know were spirits until I read the card. Been playing with Windborn Muse, all the muses, forever. And, I was really pleasantly surprised this was a spirit. Of course, we all know that Yosei is a spirit. And he is a badass one at that. So, Waxmane Baku. Yeah, you get Kai counters, and you can remove some Kai counters to tap X target creatures. Here again, this is paving the way for your Alpha Strike. You're going to tap down their flyers so your spirit tokens can get through and bash a little bit of face. Celestial Crusader is, wow, that's foil. To angle it a little bit. Flash per second flying, and it's got an anthem, and it's a spirit. Wow. Here again, it's 4 mana for 6 power. Because of the token getting the +1 from, it's so good. Twilight Drover. It actually, cares about your tokens dying. So there's not a lot of stuff that does that. And it does create 1/1 spirits, which is fine. They still block, they still fly, they do all the cool stuff that spirits do. Gallows Warden was kind of an auto include because, you know, he does what he does. Or it. Or whatevs. Now, so I love this art. Yes, it's a great card and it's repeatable enchantment destruction. But folks, look at this art. I mean, look at it. Even the name of the artist is just, this is perfect. This is a perfect card in the perfect set. Love it. Love the art. I've never seen a full one of these, by the way. This would be amazing. Drug Skull Cavalry. I mean, gain 2 life whenever you play a dude. Actually, no. Because all your creatures are spirits, and you're going to play them and gain your 2 life, trigger a Oyobi, get another spirit, gain 2 life, spend some mana, get a white spirit, gain 2. This deck could potentially do some life, you know, some really... Now, granted, gaining life doesn't really matter a whole lot when you're staring down, you know, a chroma general damage, but it is a thing. Kami the Ancient Law, sack to kill, and the last card is the Elion. Each player can't play more than 1 spell each turn. Now that's probably not something that we're going to do anyway. I mean, let's face it, we're mono white with a 7-mana general. But the one thing that I like about this guy is that he is probably going to draw some hate, because there's a lot of players that just cannot stand this ability, and they may not have the ability to kill it in enchantment form, but since this is a dude, they're going to blow a removal spell on this guy just to get him off, because, man, I can't tell you how many blue decks that this would shut down. You're going to capsize what? No, just once. I don't care if you have a Paradox Engine. Anyway, that is what I have got for Oyobi. I do appreciate y'all watching. Y'all let me know what you think. But right now, it is time to shuffle and cut.